Amy Robach's name is dropped from her comeback show, and she will now have to share airtime with co-hosts on NewsNation. Robach and Company, the show that was to bring fired GMA3 host Amy Robach back to the small screen, has been scrapped, DailyMail.com has learned exclusively. But T.J. Holmes's lover will return to television in another show on the neophyte cable channel NewsNation. It is tentatively called On the Record. And NewsNation honchos have high hopes for her new gig, claiming the show will use groundbreaking new ways to tell stories with cutting-edge technology and innovative storytelling techniques. DailyMail.com revealed last month that Robach had been wooed by NewsNation after she and GMA3 co-host Holmes were both axed by ABC for failing to reveal their affair. Originally, the channel had wanted to take on Holmes too, but those plans were later dropped. Now the plan is to have Robach act as primary anchor on the Record, which will air just one night a week, with a rotating panel of co-hosts. The company wants less individualization in the reimagined show. DailyMail.com spotted Robach, 50, out and about walking her dog in New York this week, looking fresh-faced, as she prepares for the new gig that is expected to start in January. Robach went makeup-free with glowing skin, leading to speculation that she's had a little touch-up before she starts her new gig. Our exclusive photos show the ex-GMA host wearing blue workout gear, vivid orange sneakers, and a black New York Yankees hat near her Manhattan apartment Wednesday morning while taking her adorable multiple Brody for a walk. She shares custody of the pooch with ex-husband Andrew Shue. Holmes was nowhere in sight. Sources told DailyMail.com last month that Robach was on the brink of sealing the deal on $1 million contract for her new show. The move to hire Robach has already angered her future colleagues, who are making it clear to station honchos they don't want her, as they worry the network will be seen as a dumping ground for disgraced anchors. First Chris Stirewalt, then Chris Cuomo, and now Amy, one told DailyMail.com. It doesn't do our reputation any good. It makes it look like we are a dump for people who can't get a bigger and better job elsewhere. There is no doubt that Amy is talented, added the source. But the general feeling in the building is that she has too much baggage and the company should be going after talent who have not been fired from other networks. The 50-year-old mother of two is expected to start her new gig in January, exactly 1 year after she and Holmes were fired by ABC for failing to reveal they were having an affair. The couple, who were both married, had been suspended from their jobs as co-anchors of GMA3 in December 2022 after DailyMail.com exclusively revealed the affair when they were pictured on a cozy break together in New York's Shawangunk Mountains shortly before Thanksgiving. NewsNation insiders say the company first began exploring taking both Robach and Holmes, 45, on shortly after they were axed. The cable network hoped that the on-air chemistry they showed while at ABC would continue in their new show together. But after just a couple of months they dropped the idea and began preparing mock-ups, behind-the-scenes work such as drawing up logos and preparing a theme tune for a show with just Amy. NewsNation launched in March 2021, initially as a station without a political standpoint. It has since taken on personalities and now airs opinion shows in primetime. Chris Stirewalt joined the network as political editor in May 2022 after being fired by Fox News for correctly calling the Arizona election for Joe Biden. Chris Cuomo joined 6 months later after CNN axed him for giving advice to his brother, former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, who was being investigated in a sex harassment scandal. Other hosts include Ashley Banfield, Elizabeth Vargas, and Dan Abrams. The addition of Robach will be another step in the Chicago-based channel's bid to establish itself as serious competition to the three leaders in the field, the conservative Fox News, liberal MSNBC, and CNN, which has changed its political viewpoint during managerial tumult and now appears to be heading back towards the left. It already claims to be the fastest-growing cable news network in the country, reaching 70 million homes. But with an average of 93,000 viewers per night, it ranks as just the 76th most-watched network, well below the big three. Fox attracts more than 1.4 million viewers nightly, MSNBC garners nearly 1.2 million, and CNN 571,000. Even the far-right Newsmax far outpaces NewsNation with an average nightly viewership of 249,000. The station, which is owned by the media group Nexstar, describes itself on its website as America's source for engaging and unbiased news, which reflects the full range of perspectives across the country. Last year it announced a major expansion for its news operation by opening production studios in New York and Washington, D.C., which means Robach won't have to travel to the Windy City for her new show. Robach and Holmes have both been out of work since ABC let them go. They have been seen regularly hanging out and exercising in New York and have gone on vacation to both Puerto Rico and Mexico. Robach's divorce from former Melrose Place star Andrew Shue was finalized in March, while Holmes' split from attorney Marilee Fiebig is in its final stages. Both couples had been married for 12 years. As DailyMail.com revealed in May, Holmes has decided not to renew the lease on his Manhattan apartment when it runs out in the late summer and plans to move in full-time with his lover. TJ and Amy's secret romance was revealed in November last year after DailyMail.com found them in a secluded rental cottage close to the picturesque Minnewaska State Park, a 2-hour drive north of New York City. That was after they had been seen enjoying post-filming afternoon drinks at O'Donoghue's Irish Bar in Times Square and visiting each other's apartments. The romance had started in London when they had been sent to cover the late Queen Elizabeth's Diamond Jubilee celebrations in June last year. Even before that, they had been known for their flirty on-screen chemistry since ABC first paired them on GMA3 in September 2020. They often trained together, ran a half-marathon side by side, and admitted how close they were prior to beginning their affair.